Young man, I see that your bones are exquisite. You are a one-in-a-million martial arts prodigy. You can consider joining my Iron Bone sect as a disciple. Your future achievements will be limitless. In the beautiful mountains, Jun Changxiao said with a smile to the martial artist in front of him. The curve of his mouth, coupled with his white face, gave people a very handsome feeling. It was not a feeling, it was real. If a woman saw him, she would definitely scream, and would definitely be charmed to the point of staggering. The martial artist with the green scarf on his head said politely, "Can you first move your foot away?" Looking down, it turned out that one of Jun Changxiao's feet was stepping on the other person's face. On the other side of the person's face, there was actually a large footprint. He was beaten up, from the way he fell to the ground and the footprint on his chest. The beating was not light. Jun Changxiao retracted his foot, saying apologetically, "Seeing you flirt with the beautiful female disciple of my sect, I couldn't hold back. I'm really sorry." The green scarf martial artist was speechless. Meeting a beautiful woman in the wilderness, and just going up to say a few words, he was beaten up by the self-proclaimed Iron Bone sect leader. "This was really bad luck, friend," Jun Changxiao said. "Think about it," the green scarf martial artist said weakly. "I say I don't agree." "Is that okay?" "Yes," Jun Changxiao said seriously. "My Iron Bone sect has always won people over with virtue. We will never force people to do things against their will." "Sorry," the green-clothed martial artist endured the pain, declining. "I have already joined the Spirit Spring sect. I cannot become a disciple of your sect." It was not easy for him to pass the Spirit Spring sect's examination and become a registered disciple. How could he switch to another sect, not to mention Iron Bone? Just by hearing the name, one could tell that it was a trash sect from the Starfall continent. Going there would only be a waste of time and life. Jun Changxiao shook his head and said regretfully, "Friend, you are not fated with my Iron Bone, Shanshan." He turned his head and asked, "This guy didn't bully you just now, right?" On a huge rock not far away, a woman in white sat quietly. Her eyes were as clear as a stream, and her skin was as white as snow. Although she was only 16 or 17 years old, she possessed all the qualities of a beauty. If one were to talk about a flaw, it would be that due to her age, she had not developed the right areas yet. Sect leader Lu Chanshan lifted her cuffs and said indifferently, "He wanted to touch my hand just now." Jun Changxiao lifted his foot again and stepped on the green-clothed martial artist's face. His eyes were cold as he said, "You must be tired of living." A moment ago, he still had a gentle expression on his face, but all of a sudden, he was filled with killing intent. The speed at which he changed his attitude was definitely faster than flipping the pages of a book. The green-clothed martial artist hurriedly said, "Sir, I didn't." He swore that he had such thoughts just now, but he was beaten up before he even made a move. At most, it could be considered as an attempt to take advantage of her. Jun Changxiao said coldly, "Shanshan won't lie. I believe her. Today, I must teach you a good lesson." Bang! 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 Gusts of wind blew on the green-clothed martial artist's bruised and swollen face. He did not feel comfortable because his bones were about to fall apart from the beating. Damn it, he tried hard to raise his head and looked at the two figures that were gradually blurring. The green-clothed martial artist clenched the soil and said hatefully, "I must take revenge." Jun Changxiao, the sect leader of the Iron Bone clan. This Iron Bone clan was very impressive. It was established by a martial artist with the surname Wang. Because he had jumped off a cliff in his early years and did not fall to his death, he was rewarded with a meal by a passerby. After that, he established a sect and established the Iron Bone clan. The purpose of the sect was to be an Iron Bone clan person and to do Iron Bone clan things. The first generation of the sect leader worked hard and made a name for himself in the Jianghu in just over 10 years. The sect also became a 9th-class sect from a non-class sect and became the most dazzling existence in Xinjiang village. However, unforeseen circumstances, the first generation of the sect leader went to the brothel in town to have fun. He had a conflict with someone and was arrested by the government. Because he failed to break out of prison, he was beheaded. The entire sect suddenly lost its leader and began to decline. Although the Iron Bone clan declined, it still existed. The three disciples sat together and happily finished the meal. One of them chose to stay and live alone in the sect, guarding day and night without leaving. Who was this person? It was the second generation of the sect leader, Jun Changxiao to be exact. It was the Jun Changxiao of the past, because of the night a month ago. He got up and went to the toilet. Just as he walked out of the main hall, a plaque engraved with the words Iron Bone Clan fell off and smashed on his head. Then, he died. Coincidentally, Jun Changxiao, who came from Earth, transmigrated to this world and successfully occupied Yuan's corpse. Transmigrated. Realizing that he was not dead, Jun Changxiao was stunned for a while. Then, he accepted the original owner's memory and understood that he was lucky to become one of the thousands of transmigrators. Very good, peerless cultivation methods, divine skill secret books, all kinds of systems appear. Since I, Jun Changshao, have come here, I will be like my peers, dominate the other world, beat up all the geniuses, and become the supreme divine god, emperor, demon, saint, and immortal. Hard work pays off. After stepping on countless ants and pinching countless fleas, the system was finally triggered. Ding, the strongest sex system is starting. Ding, the strongest sex system has been successfully activated. Starting to load the data panel for the host. Whoosh, after the mechanical voice stopped, rows of data appeared in Jun Changxiao's vision. Sect name, Iron Bone Clan. Sect leader, Jun Changxiao. Sect level, 9th rate. Sect construction, level 1. Sect members, 1/100. Sect contribution points, 0/100. Sect main mission, make Iron Bone Clan the strongest sect in the Falling Star continent within 100 years. Recruit 100,000 disciples. If the mission is not completed, the host's soul will be destroyed when the time is up. P.S. The Falling Star continent is full of spiritual power. The lifespan of an ordinary person is 200 to 300 years. When Lord Changshao saw the quest for the main quest, he felt a chill run down his spine along his thighs. After carefully going through the original owner's memory, he found out that he was the only one in the Iron Bone Clan, which was also the lowest level sect. He walked to the kitchen and raised the kitchen knife to his neck. After hesitating for a long time, he put the kitchen knife down and did not do anything to Iron Bone Clan. A 9th-rate sect, a sect that only had him become the strongest sect in the continent within 100 years and recruit 100,000 disciples. Was God playing a joke on him, or was the system playing a joke on him? Ding, in his despair, the mechanical voice sounded in his ears. Congratulations to the host for starting the system. You have received a spatial ring. Jun Changshao noticed that an exquisite jade bracelet had appeared on his right wrist out of thin air. The words interspatial ring were engraved on it. The corner of his mouth twitched. This is the first time I've seen such a large ring. The reason why Jun Changshao was called Jun Changshao was because his parents wanted him to smile and be happy for the rest of his life. After crossing the Falling Star continent and becoming a sect leader and activating the system, he had completely forgotten what he should do to smile happily. To make the Iron Bone Clan the strongest sect and pull in 100,000 disciples was as difficult as ascending to the heavens. Not to mention, there was still 100 years left. Other people's systems would either give them equipment, experience, or a level 999/. Why was it so f'd up when it came to him inside Jun Changshao's side? As a transmigrator, how can I greet my peers when I go out? Although he was depressed, since he was here, he had to live well, right? Sect leader Jun began to communicate with the spatial ring that was clearly a bracelet and quickly established a relationship with it. I hope there are divine equipment and divine skills inside. Jun Changshao prayed and his thoughts merged into the magical space. After entering the spatial ring, he found that there was nothing in the illusory area except for a brick. Where were the divine equipment and divine skills? At least give me a divine beast egg and let me slowly hatch it. What a pity, there was nothing, only a brick. Jun Changshao didn't give up and walked over, secretly looking forward to it. Could it be a divine artifact? He had read many books and knew that a qualified transmigrator, a chosen one, even if it was a stone dug out from a latrine, it would be a long-lost ancient divine artifact. Sect leader Jun began to imagine the beautiful scene of him holding a brick in his left hand and a string in his right hand. When Jun Changshao grabbed the brick, he could clearly feel it vibrating slightly. He was overjoyed. There's a heartbeat. Could it be that there's a powerful almighty hidden in the brick and after waking it up, it will teach me a peerless divine skill? The more he thought about it, the more excited he became. Jun Changshao's expression froze. The blood in his body couldn't be suppressed, and there was a possibility of it going up his throat. The brick showed a screen with words and a string of numbers on it. Self-destruct time remaining, 99 years, 355 days, 23 hours, 58 minutes, 46 seconds. There was a small paragraph at the bottom left corner. Note, complete the main mission within 100 years and the explosive device will be removed. Ding. Ding, after a few jumps, the time decreased. Fuck him. Jun Changshao threw the brick to the ground and cursed. This is not a divine weapon, this is a bomb. Ding, the brick fell to the ground. And the time on the screen jumped from 23:58 to 22:58. Host, this item is called the Soul Blaster. It has its own thoughts and emotions. If you make it unhappy, it will only speed up the countdown. Plop. Jun Changshao collapsed to the ground and sobbed. System, I don't want to play anymore. I want to go home. The system mechanically replied. The system has been activated. The host must complete the main quest. If the host remains passive during the process and waits for death, the soul detonator will detonate prematurely. Jun Changshao spread out his limbs and said weakly and sorrowfully, where's the knife? Where's the knife? I want to commit suicide, ding. Host's first wish has been fulfilled. You have been rewarded with a hard-to-keep saber. Whoosh, a saber appeared in the space. Jun Changshao almost vomited blood. His wish to go home was not fulfilled, and he was happy to commit suicide with a knife. What a scam! Jun Changshao felt that he had been scammed, but after coming to the Falling Star continent and activating the system, he could only accept his fate. Thus, he adjusted the system's interface and looked at it carefully. The name of the sect leader, and the members of the sect were easy to understand. What puzzled him was, what the hell was sect construction? Level 1 in sect contribution points, 0 out of 100 on the interface. Host, the system's voice sounded. Sect construction includes a lot of things. The higher the level, the more sect functions can be activated. For example, the host can use his mind to touch the sect construction and open the detailed data interface. There's such a function. Jun Changshao closed his eyes and used his mind to touch the word sect construction. A small interface appeared in front of him with a short explanation. Sect construction level 1, function temporarily unavailable. Sect construction level 2, open medicine refining pavilion. Sect construction level 3, open smithing pavilion. Sect construction level 4, open talisman pavilion. Sect construction level 5, open spirit beast pavilion. There was a small line of words at the back. The content was, sect construction can only be activated after reaching level 5. Jun Changshao was speechless. How do I upgrade the sect construction? In order to upgrade the sect construction, the host must recruit more members, so it's like that. Jun Changshao asked, what does the sect contribution points mean? The system explained, sect contribution points can be used to exchange for treasures in the sect commerce store. Sect commerce store, Jun Changshao's eyes lit up. From what he knew, a lot of main characters in novels would have a commerce store after obtaining the system. They would even give them a novice gift pack, giving them a set of face-smacking equipment in the early stages. Jun Changshao carefully looked at the system's interface several times and asked in confusion, why isn't there a sect commerce store? The host needs to obtain at least one contribution point to activate the hidden sect commerce store. How do I increase the contribution points? To activate the sect commerce store, the host must recruit more members. Hearing this, Jun Changshao finally understood, the so-called strongest sect system, regardless of whether it was sect construction or contribution points, everything was inseparable from recruiting members. Good, Jun Changshao said in high spirits. From tomorrow onwards, I'll start recruiting members. Reality was very cruel. Because when he opened the 2 broken doors with peeling paint and posted the recruitment notice, no one asked about it for a month. After waiting for another half a month, just as Jun Changshao was feeling disheartened, Lu Chanxian came. She stopped in front of the recruitment notice posted at the door, hesitated for a moment, then walked in and said, I want to join the Iron Bone clan. Jun Changshao, who was squatting on the stairs in front of the palace and eating noodles, was immediately dumbfounded. After waiting bitterly for dozens of days, just as he was about to lose all hope, a beauty actually came. For him, this was undoubtedly a super blessing. Lu Chanxian looked at him and said indifferently, are you an idiot? Shua, Jun Changshao hurriedly threw away his bowl and chopsticks, and enthusiastically went through the entry procedures. When he took out the sect master's seal, which represented his identity as the sect master, Lu Chanxian said with a questioning tone, you're the sect master, correct? Jun Changshao puffed out his chest and said seriously, this seat is the Iron Bone sect master. I'm leaving the sect. Beauty, don't. Using all his skills and shamelessly pestering, Jun Changshao finally made Lu Chanxian stay, so that he was no longer the only person in the desolate sect. Ding, sect members, 2,100, ding, sect contribution points, 1,100, ding, contribution points met, system activated, sect store. After a series of notifications, Jun Changshao pulled out the sect attribute panel, and saw that under the main mission, the word sect store appeared out of thin air. There really is a store. Jun Changshao was overjoyed, and his mind touched the sect store. Shua, the scene in front of him changed, and a storehouse-like panel appeared, listing many products, 9 transformation marrow cleansing pill, dragon elephant prajna palm, fleeting dragon steps, 5 elements yin yang harmony art, 1000-year coal ice battle armor, sacred flame body. Looking at the martial skills, pills, and battle armor listed in the sect store, Jun Changshao's heartbeat sped up. Just by hearing the names, he knew that these things were absolutely awesome. In the next second, Sect Master Jun's expression froze. Because the price of each item was at least 10,000 contribution points, it can't be? Jun Changshao's mouth twitched violently. So expensive? With only 1 contribution point, looking at the items that cost 10,000 contribution points to exchange for, he really felt like a dog. Host, the system reminded him, you were looking at a high-level store. Jun Changshao just realized that there were a few buttons on the left side of the store, which were respectively written, Novice Store, Beginner Store, Intermediate Store, and High-Level Store. No wonder it's so expensive, so it's a high-level store. He hurriedly clicked on The novice store, and a new panel appeared. There was only one item in the novice store, called Novice Gift Pack, which required one contribution point to exchange. Novice Gift Pack. Jun Changsha was overjoyed. This is it. He didn't believe that there would be something cheaper than this in the store. Ding. Host spent one contribution point, received Novice Gift Pack. It has been transferred to the space ring. Ding. Sect contribution points, 0 out of 100. Jun Changsha didn't care that his contribution points returned to 0. He hurriedly entered the space ring, and saw a red gift box next to the time bomb. Schwa, he excitedly opened it. Ding. Host unlocked Novice Gift Pack, received Escape Talisman X1. Ding. Host unlocked Novice Gift Pack, received Escape Talisman X1. Ding. Host unlocked Novice Gift Pack, received Escape Talisman X1. Ding. Host unlocked Novice Gift Pack, received Escape Talisman X1. After a series of notifications, 4 talismans appeared out of thin air in the space ring, and Jun Changshao's mouth twitched. Escape. It sounded like he was running for his life. Escape Talisman. It sounds like a defensive talisman. Escape. It sounds like it's used to hasten the journey, crossing over to another world. If it's not to show off and slap faces, what's the point of living if you only know how to escape and take a beating? Ding. Host unlocked Novice Gift Pack, received Escape Talisman X1. Escape Talisman, Jun Changsha said. What is this? The system explained. Escape Talisman can be used to quickly increase the host's cultivation. Is that so? Jun Changsha was overjoyed. It seems that this was the most valuable item in the Novice Gift Pack. How do I use it? Crush it. Pot. Jun Changsha didn't even think about it. He directly crushed the talisman with the word experienced. Hoo-hoo. In an instant, a majestic aura emerged from his body and flowed through the 8 extraordinary meridians. Ding. Host has successfully broken through to the 3rd level of the channel opening realm. Ding. Host has successfully broken through to level 4 meridian opening. Ding. Host has successfully broken through to level 5 channel opening stage. After the experienced talisman was crushed, Jun Changshao's cultivation broke through from level 2 to level 5. The warriors of the Falling Star continent had a total of 12 main meridians in their bodies. Opening one meridian meant opening one segment of the meridians. Opening all 12 meridians meant opening 12 segments of the meridians. Of course, opening meridians was just the beginning of the Falling Star continent. Above them were Martial Disciple, Martial Master, Wu Zone, Martial King, Wu Huang, Wu Shang, and Martial Emperor. The higher one's cultivation level was, the stronger one's strength would be. It was said that experts who had reached the level of Martial King or even higher could fly in the air and behead people from 1,000 miles away. So good. Feeling the powerful energy gathering in his body, Jun Changshao's face was filled with joy. If the warriors who lived in the Falling Star continent and cultivated their mental cultivation methods to break through knew that he had broken through 3 levels by crushing a piece of paper, they would be so envious that they would vomit blood. Jun Changsha took out the yellow paper with the words opening seal and asked, "What's the use of this thing?" The system said, "The opening seal talisman is used to unlock the seal of the hard to keep saber." That saber has a seal, yes, the hard to keep saber has a seal suppressing it. The host must rely on the opening seal talisman to unlock the seal before it can be used normally. Jun Changshao's face was filled with black lines. The weapon given by the first wish needed to be unlocked before it could be used. What AF cat upsetting. Sigh, thinking of the F-King system and the first wish, Jun Changsha looked up at the sky and sighed again. Don't sigh anymore, Lu Chanshan said indifferently, let's hurry up. Otherwise, when the Qingyang city gate closes, we will have to sleep in the wild again. Since he wanted to develop the sect, he had to recruit disciples. According to the memories of the previous master, Jun Changsha knew that the Qingyang city would hold a recruitment ceremony in half a month. At that time, it would attract many young men and women. This was a good opportunity to recruit members. As a result, sect leader Jun rushed over with Lu Chanshan and coincidentally met the green scarf martial artist in the wild. Chanshan, Jun Changsha smiled and said, "I'm a little tired. How about I rest for a while?" "No," Lu Chanshan said coldly. Jun Changsha was speechless and could only continue on his way. Shwa. Shwa. Suddenly, the sound of hurried footsteps came from behind him. Looking back, he saw several martial artists in uniform chasing after him and surrounding him. Senior Brotherly, the green scarf martial artist covered his face and said angrily, "He's the one who hit me." Humph. The martial artist called Senior Brotherly glanced at Jun Changsha and said coldly, "Your courage is not small, daring to hit the people of my Spirit Spring sect." Spirit Spring sect. Jun Changsha felt that this sect was a little familiar. Lu Chanshan said lightly, "Sect leader, Spirit Spring sect is a 9th-rate sect of Spirit Spring village, so that's how it is." Jun Changsha remembered. Hearing the woman call him sect leader, Senior Brotherly said in disbelief, "You are the sect leader?" Jun Changsha was very hurt. "I look so imposing, don't I look like a sect leader?" Senior Brotherly, the green scarf martial artist covered his swollen face and said, "He said he is the sect leader of the Iron Bone clan." Iron Bone clan? Ha, isn't it the sect leader who went to the brothel and was caught by the authorities and failed to escape from prison and was beheaded? I heard that the disciples had a farewell meal. How can they still exist? The Spirit Spring sect disciples' face was full of disdain and ridicule. Although they are both ninth-rate sects, but their Spirit Spring sect is superior to the Iron Bone clan in terms of foundation and disciples. Sighed. Jun Changshao sighed inwardly, knowing that the previous sect leader Wine was beheaded because he went to the brothel. He was speechless for a long time. Men, it is normal to go out and relax. Since you were caught, you should immediately accept reform. Why do you have to take the risk of escaping from prison? Jun Changshao could not understand, because he still did not truly understand the purpose of the sect to be a person of iron bone. To do things of iron bone, everyone, Jun Changshao laughed. You stopped me just to humiliate my iron bone clan. Senior brotherly spat, saying, a trash sect dares to call itself this sect. Do you really think you are someone important, a guy whose hair hasn't even grown out? What qualifications does he have to be the sect leader? The new disciple is really something, to be beaten up by this trash. If this spreads out, it will bring shame to my Spirit Spring sect. The Spirit Spring sect disciples did not put Jun Changshao in their eyes at all, doing their best to humiliate and ridicule him. This is simply a typical brainless villain. If I don't trample them under my feet, how can I live up to my identity as a transmigrator? Jun Changshao rolled up his sleeves, saying, Chanxian, get further away, I want to teach this group of idiots a lesson. Lu Chanxian turned around and retreated, but left behind some words of indifference. If you die, remember to pass the sect leader's position to me. Jun Changshao almost fell over. This cold and arrogant woman, she actually had the ambition to covet the sect leader's position. If he was not bound by the damned system, he really would be very happy to pass the sect leader's position to Lu Chanxian, and then quietly be a leisurely handsome man in another world. Okay, Jun Changshao said, if I die, the position of sect leader is yours. While speaking, he clenched his right fist, and on his wrist gradually appeared 3 brilliant rings of light. Every time a martial artist of the falling star continent opens a meridian, when their spirit energy erupts, a ring of light will condense on their wrist. Only open 3 meridians. This iron bone sect leader is really weak. I don't know where he got the courage to face us 4th stage meridian opening cultivators. The Spirit Spring sect disciples jeered. In their view, a sect leader, even if only a 9th-rate one, should at least be a martial disciple. A 3rd stage meridian opening cultivator as sect leader. This was simply a huge joke. Jun Changshao narrowed his eyes, saying, 3rd stage meridian opening is enough to deal with you, is that so? The 3 disciples simultaneously released their spirit energy, and 4 rings of light appeared on their wrists. TSK. So they are all 4th stage meridian opening. No wonder they arrogantly came to find trouble with me. Kid, Senior brotherly grinned, if you kneel down and beg for mercy, my Spirit Spring sect can give you face and pretend that nothing happened. Ding, side mission activated. Hearing the system prompt, Jun Changshao was stunned. Opening the sect panel that only he could see, he saw that under the main mission, there was a side mission. The content was deal with the 4 Spirit Spring sect disciples who provoked him. Damn, there's a side mission, the system said. The side mission requires specific conditions to trigger. If the host completes it, he will receive a certain amount of sect contribution points. Jun Changshao's eyes suddenly lit up. If he wants to develop the sect, he must become strong. Strength depends on the goods in the sect store, which require contribution points to exchange for. Since there's a mission that rewards contribution points, he must do it. Jun Changshao coldly said, kneel down? You must have lost your mind, Shua. As soon as his voice fell, his right hand turned into a fist, and suddenly punched out. This move was fast and fierce, Lu Chanxian thought with interest. My sect leader doesn't seem weak. You're courting death, Senior brotherly coldly shouted, raising his fist to meet the attack. Boom, the 2 fists collided, and the air rippled weakly. This was caused by the collision of spiritual energy. In Jun Changshao's memories, high-level martial artists could shatter space if they used spiritual energy to resist. Dang dang dang, Senior brotherly retreated a few steps. When he stabilized his body, his right fist suddenly swelled up. Damn it, he was both angry and puzzled as he said, how can a 3rd stage meridian opening realm cultivator have such strength? Shua, Jun Changshao walked over. Because I'm the sect master. Boom, dang dang dang. Senior brotherly retreated again and sat on the ground. Pain came from the attack on his chest, and his face turned ferocious. Ding, take care of the 14 disciples of the Spirit Spring sect. Looking at the changes in the side mission data, Jun Changshao was stunned. We've already completed one, damn it. Although Senior brotherly had lost his ability to fight, he endured the pain and roared, go. Charge. Charge, Shua, Shua. The 3 disciples of the Spirit Spring sect immediately attacked. Jun Changshao said indifferently, many against few? Shameless, humph. A trash as the sect master is the greatest shame. The 3 disciples of the Spirit Spring sect definitely wanted to fight with many and had no intention of stopping. Good, Jun Changshao said coldly, since you guys are so shameless, don't blame me for being merciless today. As he spoke, a layer of air emerged around him and the light rings on his wrist instantly turned into 5, 5th stage meridian opening realm. How? How is this possible? The three disciples of the Spirit Spring sect stared with their eyes wide open. After seeing the 5 light rings on Jun Changxiao's wrist, Lu Chanxian's beautiful eyes were filled with surprise. After joining the Iron Bone clan, she always thought that the highest realm the sect master could reach was 2nd stage. It was already surprising that he could reach 3rd stage. Now that he reached 5th stage, it was even more unbelievable. The original Jun Changxiao was only 2nd stage meridian opening realm, but the transmigrated Jun Changxiao relied on the experience talisman and easily broke through to 5th stage meridian opening realm. This cultivation level is nothing in the falling star continent, but it is enough to deal with a 4th stage meridian opening realm. Jun Changxiao stepped forward, infused with spirit power. His right fist suddenly swung and directly sent a Spirit Spring sect disciple who was in a daze flying. Ding! Dealt with the 24 Spirit Spring sect disciples who provoked him. A bunch of trash, dare to be arrogant in front of me, you don't know life from death. Jun Changxiao swung his fist again and sent another Spirit Spring sect disciple flying. Ding! Dealt with the 34 Spirit Spring sect disciples who provoked him. Relying on the experience talisman to open 5 meridians, Jun Changxiao easily bullied this group of 4th stage meridian opening realm disciples. Seeing his companion being sent flying, another Spirit Spring sect disciple hurriedly retreated in fear. You can't run. Jun Changxiao strode forward and threw a punch. Pang! The last Spirit Spring sect disciple was sent flying and then fell to the ground dispiritedly. Ding! Dealt with the 44 Spirit Spring sect disciples who provoked him. Ding! Congratulations to the host for completing the side mission. You have received 4 sect contribution points. Ding! Sect contribution points, 4100. Jun Changxiao opened the panel and saw that his sect contribution points had changed from 0 to 4. The corner of his mouth suddenly raised into a bright smile. Although the reward was small, it was better than nothing. Clap! Jun Changxiao clapped his hands and said, "Why haven't you scrammed yet? The green mountains do not change. The green water flows forever. We will meet again." Senior Brotherly got up with difficulty, and after saying this, he took the 3 disciples and fled in a sorry state. For Senior Brothers, wait for me. The green scarf cultivator chased after him in a panic. This brother probably did not expect that the senior brother he found would be so easily dealt with by that guy.